Hey y'all, this is Carson with Tennessee Cash for Homes. If you're thinking about selling your house in Tennessee, one of the questions you should ask yourself is not if it's going to sell, but when and how long. I talk to homeowners all the time, and a lot of them assume that selling your house is quick and simple. But there's a lot of moving parts that go into a closing that can affect your timeline. So I wanted to break down what it looks like to actually sell your house in Tennessee and how long you should realistically expect it to take. In most Tennessee markets, a traditional home sale takes anywhere between 45 and 90 days once the home is listed. But that's only part of the story. What most people don't realize is all the additional things that go into listing your house and all the extra time that's not accounted for. Like the time to prepare the house, get it listed, and deal with any delays that might come up, not including any sort of repairs that are done prior to listing the house. From the moment you actually decide to sell your house to the day you get cash in hand, could take anywhere from 60 to 120 days. If you decide to sell with an agent, the timeline looks something like this. First, you've got 1 to 3 weeks just to get it ready. That means cleaning, repairs, photos, staging, and getting the house ready to be listed. Once it's actually on the market, it might sell quickly, or it could just sit for 10, 20, even 30 days, depending on price, condition, and where it's at. After you accept an offer, you're typically looking at another 30 to 45 days with the buyer's loan financing, appraisals, inspections, and underwriting that needs to be done. This is where all the delays happen. If financing falls through, or the appraisal comes back bad, or the inspection comes back bad, this can all delay your closing and set you back an additional 60 days or more. So realistically, when you're looking to sell your house with an agent, expect anywhere from 2 to 4 months, sometimes even longer. Now compare that with a cash buyer. There's no listing prep, no showings, no bank approval, no inspections, no financing, no appraisals, and most cash buyers can close anywhere from 7 to 21 days. Sometimes even faster if you're needing to sell it before something like a foreclosure. There's a lot more certainty when working with a cash buyer. Once we agree on terms, the deal usually closes without any hiccups and delays. Well, when you sell your house, location really does play a huge role. An example I like to think of all the time is a water bottle. When you go to the grocery store and buy a bottle of water, what does it cost you? 30 cents, 50 cents, a dollar? Versus when you go to the airport and you want to buy a bottle of water, you're looking at $9, $10. All that is location. People can charge more for a product in a desirable location, just like a house. If you're in a hot market like Nashville, Murfreesboro, or Franklin, those houses are typically going to sell faster because there's more people looking to buy houses there. Now, if you're in a small rural town out in the middle of nowhere, homes often take a lot longer to sell simply because there's fewer buyers that are qualified to actually purchase the house. Condition's a big one, and it actually matters a lot. Move-in ready homes are typically going to sell faster, and homes that need repair typically sit on the market a lot longer, especially when buyers are using financing. And this is a big deal, especially in today's market where there's a lot more sellers than there are buyers. Buyers are a lot more picky, so they can go 3-4 houses down, look at your neighbors, and put an offer on that one because it's in better shape. They don't have to buy the house and then put work into it. Not to mention, many of these banks actually require these repairs to be done prior to closing, and buyers can walk away after the inspection period. Versus working with a cash buyer, we don't really care about cosmetic issues or any repairs that need to be done to the house. This is why distressed properties are typically better fits for working with a cash buyer than going on the MLS and looking for a retail buyer. And the biggest factor to everything is price. Overpriced houses sit. They get fewer showings, fewer offers, and they usually end up having to do price cuts and concessions just to sell the house. And online estimates like Zillow and their Zestimate don't usually reflect the actual true market value of the house in its current condition. If you want to sell your house fast, properly pricing the home will help it sell faster, sometimes even getting multiple offers. Here are some common things that actually slow down a sale. Buyer financing falls through, low appraisals, inspection negotiations, title problems, liens, back taxes, and inherited properties. All these can add weeks or months just to sell the house. So ask yourself, well, what's your goal? Is your goal to get absolute top dollar and you're not in a huge rush to get it sold? Listing with an agent is definitely the way to go and it makes the most sense. But if speed and certainty and convenience matter a lot more, selling directly to a cash buyer is definitely the better option for you. But at the end of the day, there's no one-size-fits solution. It really comes down to you and your situation and what makes the most sense for you at the time. So if you're wondering how long your house is going to sell in Tennessee, it really just depends on 3 things: the condition, the location, and how you choose to sell. If you want a no pressure, no obligation cash offer, or simply just want consulting to figure out what's the best option for you, click the link below, give us a call. We're happy to help. Thanks.
Call Tennessee Cash for home. 615-801